Welcome back to the channel. Are you curious about the value of your Australian coins? Today, we're focusing on the 1981 50-cent coin. Join me as we explore what makes this coin valuable and discuss other factors that can increase its worth and see if you've got a coin worth big money. Let's get started. The 50-cent coin as we know it today, dodecagonal or 12-sided, was first introduced in 1969, replacing the earlier round, silver 50 cent that had been minted only in 1966. By 1981, the coin had been circulating for over a decade and demand was soaring. That year, Australia struck an extraordinary number of 50-cent coins, not just at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, but also at two international mints due to the sheer demand for coinage in the economy. The three facilities that produced the 1981 coins were the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the Royal Mint in London, and the Royal Canadian Mint, making 1981 unique for collectors. Now let's talk about design. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machen, which was used on Australian coins from 1966 until 1984. On the reverse, you'll see the Australian coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin, which has remained on the 50-cent piece since 1969. What makes 1981 interesting is not a dramatic design change, but rather the fact that coins were struck across three different locations, and this led to minute variations in appearance, strike quality, and even metal composition that keen-eyed collectors still analyze today. The mintage numbers for the 1981 50 cent are huge, and that's partly why most of these coins are only worth face value in circulation today. Records show that over 60 million coins were struck that year across the three mints. However, within that massive number lies the potential for collectors to seek out subtle differences. For example, the Royal Mint London strikes often have a slightly different finish compared to the Canberra issues, and coins from the Royal Canadian Mint sometimes have a sharper edge. Definition: these differences might not add enormous value on their own, but they make for a rewarding hunt if you're building a complete set. In terms of value, a standard 1981 50-cent coin found in your pocket change is still worth 50 cents because of the high mintage and the fact that millions remain in circulation, to around $10, $15 depending on the collector market. Coins in uncirculated or proof-like condition, particularly those pulled directly from mint rolls or sets, can fetch anywhere from a few dollars up. Proof versions struck in much smaller numbers for collectors can be worth significantly more, especially if preserved in original mint packaging. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1981 issue is the existence of varieties and errors. Some collectors report double strikes, off-center strikes, and weakly struck obverses that are particularly associated with certain batches. While these are relatively scarce, they can turn an otherwise ordinary 50-cent coin into a small treasure. Depending on rarity and condition, an error coin from 1981 can sell for anywhere from $50 to several $100s. As always, the value depends on the uniqueness of the error and demand from serious collectors. Another factor that makes the 198150-1 coin interesting is its role in educating collectors about mints. Many Australians don't realize that their coins were sometimes made overseas to meet demand. The London and Canadian struck coins of 1981 are a perfect case study. Subtle diagnostic features like the alignment of denticles, the sharpness of Queen Elizabeth's portrait, or the rim thickness can help identify the origin of a coin. For collectors, this transforms a single year into a three-mint challenge of fun and engaging way to expand one's knowledge and collection simultaneously. Now let's address subscriptions and coin collecting communities. In today's digital age, collectors aren't limited to coin fairs or dusty shops. Subscription services, online auction sites, and even mint-issued coin subscriptions allow you to steadily grow your collection. For example, many collectors subscribe to yearly releases from the Royal Australian Mint, ensuring they never miss special issues or limited editions. While the 1981 50 cent might not require a subscription to acquire, learning about it gives context to how important it is to stay engaged with collecting trends, mint announcements, and marketplace changes. For those just starting out, the 1981 50-cent coin is a perfect entry point. It's inexpensive, widely available, and introduces you to concepts like mint marks, overseas striking, and the importance of condition. If you're watching this video, I encourage you to check your change jars, old wallets, or inherited coin stashes. You might already have one, and if you do, take a closer look at the details we've discussed. Even if it's Not worth hundreds, it can be the spark that ignites a passion for coin collecting, a hobby that combines history, art, and even a bit of treasure hunting. So in conclusion, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just pocket change. It's a snapshot of a year when Australian coinage demand was so great that 3 mints across 2 continents had to pitch in. While most examples are worth only face value, the story, varieties, and potential for error coins make it an enduring favorite among collectors. Whether you're here for history, value, or the thrill of searching, this coin has something for you. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the community, because we'll continue exploring the hidden stories behind everyday coins, turning ordinary change into extraordinary.